Hey, Harney, this is Mrs. Mendoza, and I want you to meet my niece, Lauren. Lauren lives in Florida. Hey, Lauren, will you introduce yourself to my friends here at Harney?
Hello, Harney. Nice to meet you guys. I am 19 years old and I graduated from high school last year around May.
Lauren, what have you been doing since you graduated high school?
Well, shortly after I graduated high school, I started working at Kennedy Space Center, which is where NASA is located at.
So you work at NASA?
Yep. I work at NASA.
Wonderful. But
Yep.
how did you get a job at NASA? What kind of work did you have to do to prepare you to be considered by NASA? That's a really big opportunity for 19 years old.
Well, so I was in I was involved in programs in high school because I knew I wanted to be in the aerospace industry. So I joined the JROTC program, which is a military program that helps you with discipline and um, helps you just keep track of your grades. And you should learn a lot of respect towards other people and yourself and just how to be more mature. I was also in a very good aviation program that my high school had, which really helped me get the job there as well because I learned a lot of the basic knowledge that I need and I use right now as a mechanical technician there, like like a lot of tools like torque wrenches, drilling, and a lot of fun stuff that I enjoy doing.
What Tell us a little bit more about what you actually do. It sounds like maybe you work with power tools.
Yes, I do. So, um, I am in the Orion program, which company Lockheed Martin, they are building the capsules of where the astronauts go in, and me as a mechanical technician, I do a lot of the installations and assemblies of the stuff that go inside the capsule. And like, for example, right now I'm installing the toilet where the astronauts are going to use them, are going to do their business.
Like we
So
couldn't make
stuff like that. It's very interesting and it's a $7.5 million toilet, which is crazy to think of how much money like gets invested in this like program because people are going to space and we have to keep them safe and bring them back as well.
wow, we can't make that up. That's hilarious. I had no idea. So when we talked before, you mentioned something about a teacher becoming a NASA employee. What did that look like?
So, yeah, there's a lot of people there that come from different backgrounds and different work industries. They come from aviation, they come from military, different branches in the military like the Army, Air Force, Marines, a lot of people from construction, even teachers. Like I said, I met a well, she used to be a teacher and she had experience in sewing, and that's what helped her like get into the job, like one of the jobs there, because there's a lot of jobs needed at Kennedy Space Center, not just the typical, oh, go build this. Like,
Wow.
there's a lot of things that make up a rocket.
So let me ask you, I know we had to make our call kind of late tonight. What
Yeah.
did you do after work before we had this call?
So, after I graduated from high school, I still wanted to go to college. So I go to the community college here, that's Eastern Florida State College, and I joined the aerospace technology program that's there. And I just wanted to keep my path the same and learn about the stuff that I'm doing as I'm going. And so I was in class before this.
So
I
you're
take
you're
class after.
super busy?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
understand. I understand. Hey, if you could encourage Harney students, um, what would you say to them? What kinds of things do they need to hear?
I would say just because I'm coming up here saying, "Oh, I'm 19 years old and I'm working at NASA." I don't want you guys feeling like you have to rush into having your career already like set once you're like getting out of high school. It for some people it takes time, and you can, like I said, there's people that work there that have come from being in the military, construction sites, being cops and stuff like that. So you can literally work somewhere and then should build your way up. And yeah, and never stop believing in your worth and how much you can do.
Wow. So, um, interesting. You're 19. You're the youngest hired in your program. You are a female, and you originally were born in another country, and you
Yeah.
came to the United States. That's really diverse. And when
Mhm.
I think of astronauts, I honestly sometimes only think about the men, but
Yeah.
there are women astronauts,
Yep.
and when I think about NASA, I only think about astronauts. And
Mhm.
you're telling me like you don't have to just be an astronaut to work at NASA. There's many things to do, and
And
it sounds like there's a really diverse group of people that work there, kind of like our school. Our school's really becoming very diverse as well, and we have kids with different skills and different skill sets. And we just got a STEM class, and our kids are learning more about
very,
technology and engineering, and they seem to really love that class. Did you have a STEM class at your school?
I would say, we had a health and wellness class, which I would consider as like a STEM, because a lot of kids from there, they became like nurses and stuff.
Hmm.
And
Science and math, and
yeah, I would say also the aviation class that I was in would be considered a STEM class because it's like aerospace technology that we also learned there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's super cool. Hey, I feel like I could keep you on here forever. I just have one final question.
Yeah.
Are they talking about the eclipse at NASA?
Yes, they are. They are. There's people around my the that I work with that mention it. We're mostly always like working with what we have to do throughout the day. But yes, we are keeping up with that. We already got our glasses ready for the
Awesome.
day Monday. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we've got our glasses coming to us Friday, and then we're out of school on Monday. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many of us will get to look at the eclipse with our glasses on. I want to thank you so much on behalf of Harney for tuning in, and on behalf of our family for just being a positive role model and a girl who's going for her dreams. And we are just so proud of you and thank you. And Harney, Lauren has been on our old playground. She got to stand on the old map with Florida. She stood there and I took a picture of her. So one day when she's back in town, maybe she can just stop in to Harney and you guys can meet her. Again, just want to say thank you and we appreciate you. See ya.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.